Hey, what's going on? Welcome to Teasing the NFL, your destination for NFL teaser bets. I'm Daniel Saludo along with Andrew Chang here. We are moving on to the Sunday wildcard games in the NFL. First matchup is in the AFC. It is the Baltimore Ravens going to the Tennessee Titans. Baltimore is the favorite here, at -3.5, and your total is 54.5. So Baltimore gets teased across the 0 to +2.5. Tennessee gets teased up to +9.5. Your over gets teased down to 48.5, and your under gets teased up to 60.5. That is the biggest total of the weekend.
Wow. Talk about rematch of the year.
Yeah, it's a rematch. They played each other earlier this season, and it's a rematch of the
Divisional
playoffs last season. Yep.
Wow. That's crazy. And Tennessee came out on top. We all know how that worked out. Maybe that bye week just wasn't so good for Lamar, but he doesn't have a bye week this time.
Nope.
Going in there heavy, hot-handed, so...
And is the away favorite. And the only other away favorite on the weekend is Tampa Bay, and then you have Baltimore. They're the two away favorites.
That is, man, and, you know, it's almost scary because, I mean... It's not supposed to happen, but, Teddy was just like, there's going to be one dog this weekend. Who do you think is going to be? I said, dude. I don't know, man. Home dogs, Tennessee Titans, Derrick Henry, Ryan Tannehill against this pretty good momentum,
No, they're very good. They're one of the hot teams coming into the playoffs.
It'll be close, right?
I believe so. I believe, Tennessee has shown that they're good enough to be able to execute their game plan on pretty much anybody. Doesn't matter who the opponent is.
Man, well, seeing if it's close and knowing this guy, do I dare say that you will take the Titans in a close game?
What do you think? Why would you think that I think this game is close?
Only because of that Ravens defense, and you don't trust Lamar if he has to come back, from behind.
Yeah, it's tough to trust Lamar when he's behind.
It's a good enough reason, but then you said to yourself, you would like the odds a little better if Tennessee's defense was just a little bit better. A little bit. But then I'm looking at the over-under, right? And, man, 60.5, I know you're the under guy, and you might be looking at this, okay, Lamar's going to rush. Gus Edwards is going to rush. Derrick Henry is going to rush. So is the under really a thing here?
Tell me.
I'm lost, bro, because deep down, I still, even though it's not a value, Baltimore, man. I think this could be.
This is it this season. Baltimore gets it.
But then you know what? There's one hand saying, okay, they didn't have an answer for the Titans this season either, because they lost to the Titans.
Yeah, they lost to the Titans, but it was close. It was a really good performance in the second half by Tannehill and the Titans for sure.
So then, if that's the case, I might be following you. Not saying that you'll take Tennessee in the points. It's just a hunch. But in a close game, which I'm not sure, which I just probably want to watch this game, I would probably lean on Tennessee +9.5. I do think that it will be close, and the worst case scenario, a repeat of the divisional playoffs from last year. Even though the Titans aren't the same team from last year, I kind of like Mike Vrabel having a plan for Lamar Jackson to contain him a little bit. Even that defense isn't so great, I think he'll step up in this case. They know what's at stake. The only thing that bothers me is that they almost let the Texans just come back on a win. Which scares me.
It's that defense. It's the defense, man.
It scares me because that Ravens offense is so much better than the Texans offense. So it's like, so I don't know. We'll see. But if I had to pick a lean, I don't think it'll show up on my card, but I will probably take Tennessee +9.5.
That's good because I also lean Tennessee +9.5. This is a close game. Tennessee has proven they can keep up with pretty much any team, good or bad defense. One thing you have to realize is that Baltimore, in their past 5 games, Can you remember who they played of noteworthiness in the past 5 games of the season?
One of the okay, so of importance, the Browns. Okay, that was pretty important. Did they play the Steelers?
Not in the past 5 games.
Not in the past 5 games. Then garbage opponents then.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh! But
exactly
I wouldn't call the Browns. That was, first of all, that was a good game
Super
to
Bowl,
watch.
but they're a playoff team. The rest of
Right.
the teams that they played against was like, they played Cincinnati.
All right, that was easy.
Yeah, that was easy. They played Washington. Yes, Washington's in the playoffs, but they're 7-9. Means absolutely nothing to me. They played the Giants.
Okay.
And week 13 they played, where are they?
And all this time, we've been scared to bet Baltimore.
Oh, they played Dallas.
Okay,
Nothing. Nobody. They played nobodies.
Oh God.
Dallas, Cleveland, where is it? Jacksonville.
So this is probably the first real test to see if they
since
get
the Browns, and the Browns aren't even that good. So yeah,
Right.
It just they look good, yeah, because they're the hot team, but they haven't played anybody. The last good team they played was Cleveland. It was like, ugh. Oh no, they played Washington really early in the season. Never mind, it wasn't Washington. It was the Giants.
Yeah, and of course
Jacksonville.
when Baltimore's playing, and I like that. It's not a made-up statistic, but Danny did say, when they play these trash teams, they annihilate them.
Yeah, that's what they do.
And
They do their job and they win.
We've been kind of hesitant of betting these higher lines for Baltimore, but if you tease them down, they're pretty solid.
They feel a little better.
Yeah, they feel a little better. I mean, I remember it was minus 14.5 against Washington.
Yeah. And I said you have to tease this.
If you didn't
There's
tease
no
that,
way
you would have
don't.
lost. Against the Giants, or I forgot.
It was Washington. It was a football team that they played when that. And it was week 5, I think.
Yeah, but God, is this one of those scenarios? I really don't think so. There's just a slight bit of doubt in Lamar for me.
That's what it is for me.
Only
That's why I can't take Baltimore in this situation. It's kind of one of those situations where like maybe Tennessee has their number a little bit.
Yeah, that, and you were going to touch base on a previous video that you forgot to mention that, by all means, Lamar's not a rookie anymore, but some of the newer QBs, they kind of struggled during the playoffs. Lamar is 0-3 in the playoffs. So this is kind of the make it break it year. God.
No, he's 0-2.
I think it's 0-3.
It's 0-2.
0-2, 0-2, 0-3, whatever.
Yeah, he's 0-2.
But... yeah, I think we do have the analysis right. I do think it'll be a rather close game, and to have an allowance, of a touchdown, I think that's pretty cool.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah. And then looking on the flip side, yeah, Baltimore is supposed to win. Away favorites, man, there's got to be one dog. There's got to be one dog out there apparently, and so this is the pick.
It's
right
not
here.
true, but usually there is one underdog that
it's
gets
not gonna be
through.
Washington. I hope it's not Washington because I already
yes.
I already put in Tampa Bay. But yeah, I think this could very well be it.
Yeah. And then we're going to quickly touch on the totals here. He mentioned earlier 60.5 is the under, and then over is 48.5. I actually prefer the over in this. Lots of scoring in this because it's Tennessee. Their defense is terrible. Baltimore's going to put up points, and then Tennessee's going to respond, and they'll be able to keep up with the points and get to the over. And you have to remember that we're not expecting necessarily Tennessee to win the game. I just think the game's going to be close. And in close games, I want more of the points. So that's just how I view this game. And of course, Tennessee has a good chance to win this game. They are home dog, and they're going to be a pretty nice team to have. I mean, when you have Derrick Henry, you're always going to have a good chance to win.
Yeah, all he needs is just one little seam, and he's gone.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is probably one of the tougher matchups that we had to analyze. I think.
To me, it's the toughest matchup of the 6.
Yeah. So it's. Like I said, I think it's a close game. Danny will think it's a close game. So giving the points, it's kind of weird because you're the under guy. You went for the over. So
well, I understand where value is on the over and under sometimes, and so there's much more value. There's no way this is an under game. There's too much scoring.
Look, I just don't need Well, if you get the over, you just don't need Lamar Jackson to throw 2 interceptions in the what?
Depends.
First quarter, second quarter? I don't know.
It depends. We'll
God,
see.
that was rough last year, but who knows? Maybe he's 10 times better. Maybe he's carrying the momentum on. Only time will tell. Not soon.
So we are both taking Tennessee in this, teasing them up to plus 9.5. Maybe, by the time you get to Sunday, maybe you see a 4. You can tease it up to 10. You never know. Because this line was 3 for most of the week, and then it's moved up to 3.5. It just moved up today to 3.5. So maybe public smashes it a little bit more come Sunday, and you may get a 4, which would be even nicer. But let us know in the comments how you think this game's going to go. If you're betting any of the sides or totals, let us know. Keep it in the comments below. But until next time, for Andrew Chang, I'm Daniel Saludo. If you like the content you got in this video, give it a thumbs up, give it a like, subscribe, tick the notification bell, and select all. That way you stay up to date with all of our latest videos and previews for the rest of the season. Again, we'd like to thank you for joining us in this wild card preview. We've got 2 more videos to go, and stay tuned for those. But until then, make sure you get your bets in. And of course, don't forget to be a tease.